Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. The Azimio Brigade, led by Raila Molo Odinga, today held a very successful political rally in Kamkunji, if attendance was anything to go by. Have a look at this. Yes, that rally reminded me the kind of rallies Raila and his brigade were actually doing before Kalonzo Musyoka joined them. Before Kalonzo joined Azimio, the Azimio team were largely coming out as very organized, and they had one common message they were actually passing out. But upon Kalonzo Musyoka joining the team, Kalonzo caused some kind of division, and Azimio was now coming out as a political outfit that was fighting within itself, and that actually slowed Raila's popularity across the country. And also from the speeches during the rally today, listening to the speeches or other speakers who were speaking, it seems to appear that already the Azimio Brigade have settled on Raila's running mate. And that running mate is definitely not Kalonzo Musyoka. Because a good majority of them, including even Francis Atwoli, were calling upon Raila Odinga to announce the running mate there and then. And you know, Kalonzo actually skipped that rally. So that also proved it to me that Raila's running mate was actually part of the team that attended that Kamkunji rally today. So in this video, I want us to see exactly why Uhuru and Raila are actually letting Kalonzo Musyoka go. Because even this evening, or rather today, Daniel Manzo, a very close Kalonzo Musyoka ally, has just made it clear to the whole nation that tomorrow, Monday, they'll be moving to court to pull out of Azimio so that Kalonzo Musyoka can then go ahead to contest for the presidency. So it seems clear that most definitely Kalonzo Musyoka will not be named Raila Molo Odinga's running mate tomorrow unless maybe things change. So in this video, I want us to see in clear terms why Uhuru and Raila Molo Odinga are letting Kalonzo Musyoka go. Yes, that's going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Yes, Kalonzo and his brigade have been insisting that if Raila Odinga does not pick Kalonzo Musyoka as his running mate, then Raila Molo Odinga is going to lose this year's presidential election. That's what Kalonzo and his team have actually been insisting. And even today, Daniel Manzo actually just insinuated that the mountain is already with William Ruto. So Raila actually needed Kalonzo Musyoka to maybe equalize things. That's Daniel Manzo speaking today. So why do you think Uhuru and Raila are actually letting Kalonzo Musyoka go? If actually Kalonzo is the one to determine whether Raila wins the presidency or not. Because the stakes are very high, and I just don't think or believe that Uhuru and Raila, with all the intelligence they may be having, they can actually let go somebody who can determine whether they win or lose a presidential election. In this video, I want us to understand exactly what is happening here. I believe that Uhuru and Raila might be letting Kalonzo Musyoka go because of some reasons. The first and main reason, Uhuru and Raila already they know that with or without Kalonzo Musyoka, Raila Molo Odinga will still easily win this year's presidential election. That is one main reason Uhuru and Raila can actually let Kalonzo Musyoka go. Because I know if Kalonzo was the one to determine whether Raila wins the presidency or not, Uhuru and Raila could have done anything possible to make Kalonzo stay. In fact, they could have just offered him that running mate position, if at all it was Kalonzo to determine whether Raila wins or not. And I think they know Raila can win with or without Kalonzo because of this. If you look at the mountain politics, and this is something I've been stating here quite often, if only Raila Odinga can manage only 30% of the mountain vote, and these are some factual figures, if only Raila can manage only 30% of the mountain vote, even if Kalonzo walks out and actually supports William Ruto, Raila Odinga will still win. Yes. And that is so because if you look at the last election of 2017, and you know the figures have not changed much, 2017 and 2022, the IBC registered voters, there is only a difference of 1.5 million new registered voters. So the figures most likely will still be the same. If only Raila can manage only 30% of the votes Uhuru Kenyatta got in 2017, and then Kalonzo supports William Ruto, and then William Ruto gets 70% of the votes Uhuru Kenyatta got, Raila will still actually be ahead with around slightly over 200,000 to about 400,000 votes. And that is because 30% of the votes Uhuru Kenyatta got in all Mount Kenya counties across the nation were about 4 million votes. 30% of that is about 1.2 million. Kalonzo gave Raila about 800 to 900,000 votes there. Let's just round it off, about 1 million. So Raila losing 1 million, gaining 1.2 million, Raila is still ahead. And then if you look at Western, nothing has changed much in Western. In fact, I strongly believe that the votes Raila got in Western, maybe Raila can actually increase the votes he got in Western. But William Ruto, most definitely, from the way I'm looking at things, William Ruto can get the votes Jubilee got in Western in 2017 election. And then if you look at some counties like Kisii, definitely Raila's improved there. Northeastern Raila's improved. And then across the country, Masai, Raila's improved. So if you add all these factors, rather, if you factor in all these issues, then you find that if only Raila can manage 30% of the mountain vote, then with or without Kalonzo Musyoka, Raila will still win this year's presidential election. That is one reason Uhuru Kenyatta might be letting Kalonzo go. Uhuru knows that actually Raila will manage at least 30% of the mountain vote. That's something Uhuru Kenyatta knows. And then why they are letting Kalonzo go? I think Uhuru and Raila, they have already seen that the Ukambani vote is divided. Already they are seeing that even without Kalonzo Musyoka, William Ruto might still get some votes from Ukambani, same to Raila Odinga. So Kalonzo is just left maybe controlling maybe half of the Ukambani vote. Half is already gone. Maybe quarter to Ruto, quarter to Raila, and then Kalonzo remains with half, 50%. The other 50% most definitely divided between Ruto and Raila Odinga. So Uhuru and Raila, already they know that the 50% Kalonzo might be bringing on board is too little. But Kalonzo also bring that vote with a lot of demands and conditions. That is the problem I'm seeing here. He's only bringing maybe about 50% of the Kamba vote. But he's bringing that vote with a lot of conditions, a lot of stress, and a lot of noise. And in fact, Kalonzo just stated that he's also looking for numbers to impeach Raila Odinga. And his foot soldiers, the likes of Daniel Manzo and Mutula Kalonzo Jr., they have actually been talking with a lot of disrespect. Kitaumana. And if you look at Raila's side, Raila has actually restrained his foot soldiers. They have not actually been attacking Kalonzo Musyoka. But Kalonzo Musyoka has been letting his foot soldiers to attack Raila Molo Odinga. To a point they claim that without Kalonzo, Raila is not going to win the presidency. Or that the mountain vote is now gone. Those are just kind of maybe lack of respect. So I believe that because of all those factors, Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, already they know that with or without Kalonzo, they will win. But the same Kalonzo again is bringing maybe some, not a very big, just a little bit of a vote, but Anaileta and Amadharau. Those are two main reasons I believe Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Molo Odinga are letting Kalonzo Musyoka go. They already know, with or without Kalonzo Musyoka, Raila will still win this year's presidential election. And I'm stating that very authoritatively because I strongly believe that with the high-stakes politics in 2022, if at all Kalonzo was the one to determine whether Raila wins the presidency or not, then Uhuru and Raila would have done all they could to make sure they contain Kalonzo Musyoka. But to let him go is just an indication that maybe they don't need him. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, let me leave it there for today. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.